Aloha, welcoming back to Hell is Us. We are here in front of the house that I believe had some great importance. It's been a while since I've played, so I'm not as up to date on what the hell is happening. Can I remember information? We got a lot of clues to work with. Okay, so we got new things over here. Victor Gaz, there was extra information from him. Vitalis. So Victory I found in the tunnel. The marshal knows something about these strange weapons. He's an apprentice blacksmith working under Vitalis' tutelage. He's worried about Vitalis and he's looking for him. He gave me the key to Vitalis' home and asked me to investigate the door in the basement. He knows something about my necklace. Location, Nakasa Marches. A lightly wounded young man hiding in a utility room. Right, I remember that. That was where I got the spear thing. The halberd or something. Important information is the blacksmith. Could he be my father? Agent dressed in black, we're looking for him. Vitalis was not on the Omen convoy, but is no longer in the Casa Marches. Victor Gaz gave me the key to Vitalis' home and suggested I investigate inside. That's why I'm standing outside this blacksmith, I'm pretty sure. We've got Vitalis' home. It might contain clues on Vitalis' whereabouts. Victor gave me a key to unlock the front door. There was a locked door in the basement that Victor couldn't open. It's the house right in front of the forge, northeast of Jova. And a blue swing attached to it. Right, okay. We got this one, Vitalis' home. It includes blah blah. Inspect item. I got a nice fancy painted key, and I got Vitalis. Okay. I have this heirloom necklace, and I got this fancy sword. Okay. That does bring me up to speed pretty well. I got the key to the house. And we've got over here martial lineage. We've got a little quest thingy completed. Okay. I've also got a bronze key. Just not much information on that. And a wrapped candle. Okay. We've got notes that I've probably read already. Okay, we have these things for the drone, which I am not using, because I just kind of forget how to use it, and also a lot of things to remember. We got this thing. The Abbot Jaffer is the spiritual leader of the Pantheon Abbey. Oh yeah, the guy that talked for quite a while. Right, okay. I think I've got roughly enough information, so I need to go this way. To this thing. Because it's got the blue swing, and it's right across from the forge, so let's go inside. Hello? Got a beer bottle, got a note that I can't read. Cool. Interesting. Funky lights happening. We have a shiny over here. New exploration item card. A set of card keys with a toy card keychain found in Vitalis' home. Okay. It's got a knight on it. It's got 32. It's that car that we found out there. Right over there. Just beyond that area right there. Cool. Well, thankfully I already know where that is. Should be able to open that up now. Oh, that's going downstairs. So, right, there was a door downstairs that he could not open. That he said in the basement. January 1993. Fancy. We've got some wind. And we've got another thing here. Some artwork. Faint impression of a young man and his pregnant wife found a Vitalis house in Jova. Jova, Akasa marches. You're really trying to make sure you remember the number 32 car, huh? Interesting. So this could be a young version of my dad and mothership. Interesting. We got a blocked off door, of course. I'm assuming there's a number 13 there. I'm assuming that in order to get into this door that you mentioned, I have to go to the vehicle. A letter vowing revenge on my father. Did my mother write this? Okay, Vitalis, do you remember the book you gave me when I became pregnant? It was a play from the outside. You had bought it from a smuggler. I remember a particular passage that aptly captures my newfound feelings toward you. I'll never pause again, never stand still, till either death hath closed these eyes of mine, or fortune given me measure of revenge. Until we meet again, Vitalis. Oh, until we meet again, Vitalis. I'm like, wait, hold on a second. Interesting. And a framed picture of my mother playing with her infant son found in Vitalis' home. Okay. And then there's number 17 as well. So 32, 13, and 17. Interesting. Can I Ow. I was hoping I could stand on beside that ledge, but nope. I'm down here now. Wow, this is quite extensive. Okay. Oh, it's one of these things. Cool. Got a weird droopy thing up there. I don't think I have things for that. And then we got to place paintings here. Interact along sideways one. It goes there. And we've got a large me as a child, probably. And then we've got another one that we're missing. Okay, so that's gotta be how you open up this, or maybe no. Okay, let's try 32. 13. What was the other one? 17? No. Oh, you know what? It's here, yeah. 32, 17. Maybe. Then 13? Wait, that's not what. That's close to what I did, right? Yeah, okay. Hey, look at that. The clues were extremely obvious, and I'm getting spooky music because we got a fancy wooden carving here with really jank fabric. Is that normal? Is that supposed to be happening like that? Okay, whoa. Okay, notes concerning the functioning of the limbic lock mechanisms found in a safe in Vitalis' home. Okay. 14th March, 1856. To all brothers and sisters of the Vigil, we have made great progress in deciphering the ancient lock mechanism used by the enigmatic Order of the Eye. We believe that what lies beyond these mechanisms may provide answers that have eluded us for centuries. To unlock the mechanism, a specific set of keys must be inserted into all available slots. Those keys are long rectangular rods that the Order appears to have hidden in strategic locations across Hadia. Okay, that feels a little weird. Rods that the Order appears to have hidden. Okay, I see. I understand now. Each rod is hued based on its limbic sphere, and it carries an inscribed symbol. Thus, to unlock a mechanism, each slot requires a specific key. The key's hue and symbol must match the slot. May your vigilance never falter. Gustave Letam. Okay, so it's kind of just what was expected. And now we've got this, which I guess I will figure out sometime. Grief. Database limits for grief. Designation whiskey. carved out of solidified limbic material, smooth, angular surface for insertion, hot, into limbic lock mechanisms. Drone translation to off to the coffer of the wistful marches of the lost. Interesting. Okay. I think here we got glyph, perfect guard. If he's reducing endurance loss when blocking a hit. Okay. And we've got lingering pain, which is grief, that same symbol. Neat. A pool of deep sorrow unfurls around you, inflicting lingering damage to affected limbic entities. Okay. And Rage Spike. Pointed lance of calcified rage erupts from your weapon and blazes towards your target, detonating on impact. Wow. And oh my god, there's another one. You have spawned a pretty. You spawn a pool of pure terror energy that can be activated at will, leaving the seized limbic entities in dreadful pain. Another one, wow. Ooh, cool symbol. Acute delirium swells and grips limbic entities in front of you, eroding their stance. Interesting. Okay, now we're done. Oh my god, don't look at this weapon. Weapon, limbic greatsword. Okay, you can be Cloud, I see. My god, there's so much here. Okay, a mysterious note found in the secret basement office of Vitalis House Jova. Brothers and sisters of the Vigil, the journalist has arrived. Meet at the Weeping Night, as planned. A. Okay. Interesting. We got so much updated. A letter warning Vitalis of potential danger found in the secret basement. Vitalis, it has become abundantly clear to me that we are being systematically hunted. This is more than mere coincidence. Entire chapters are going silent. You know how I feel about this business with the journalists. We have never been so vulnerable. Now is not the time to be bringing in outsiders. More than ever, be vigilant, brother. Your friend, Damien. Okay. Neat. Let's go to that vehicle. Actually, I guess we can interact with this. Do I have... Yes, I do have that. But I don't have this one. Can I go back and... Oh, I just take it with me. Okay. Because I think I could see what was going on there. Make sure I cement it in my mind by explaining it to myself. Because there's got like the weeping symbol, the grief symbol up there, and we've got like the weird thing there. But then I have the whatever symbol that one was, the neutral symbol. But then we have a different symbol up there compared to what's down here. So this one goes into a neutral slot thing, but these ones can only go in there. Right, gotta keep that in mind. And it seems like I only have 2 rods in total, so I think everything that I've found that needs the rods is like 2 or 3. There's never been a 1 so far, I don't think. Maybe I'm just remembering incorrectly, but I don't recall there being a 1.
I made it back! Come and see me when you're done.
Oh. What's up, guy? I'm gonna go to the vehicle. So I'll be back. But like you said, when I'm done, I can come back to you. Oh god, I'm just realizing I have to remember the controls. I know the bumpers is one of the heal things. But which one? Are there gonna be guys spawning, or am I gonna be safe? Looks like I'm gonna be safe. Okay. I don't necessarily have to remember how to fight currently. God, what a pretty location. I love the ruins. And a nice green tone to everything too. So nice. And hanging bodies. Oops, that's an attack. That's not what I wanted.
Victor, I am so sorry for leaving so suddenly, especially with your training nearing completion. If you're listening to this, then you've proven quite resourceful once again. Please forgive the gambit, but I had to ensure these items did not fall into the wrong hands. Everything is here for you. I've left a tome containing additional lessons in limbic foraging. Other such tomes exist if you wish to seek them out. The pendant is normally only passed down to ordained members, you know this. Given the circumstances, I thought you should have it now. Wear it proudly. You deserve it.
A recording of Vitalis addressing his sudden departure from Jova, found in the trunk. The necklace, a pendant similar to mine, an engraving on the back reads Victor, found in the trunk of the abandoned car. And I got another new weapon, which I think I already have, but maybe this one's slightly different? Or is it just like a copy of the same weapon? Limbic energy condenses into a compact sheath, protecting you from incoming damage. Interesting, a brown one. Chromatic shield to neutral. And limbic imbuing. What a pretty book. Wow. Damn, girl. That's painted. Nice. The pages of this tome appear to describe in great detail the complex art of imbuing shards with potent limbic energies. Wow, okay. Crafting tomes can be studied by a limbic smith to improve their crafting skills. Well, thank God I didn't talk to the smith. Okay, whoops. Wrong one. So, okay, there's a lot of things happening here. A lot of things updated. Let's start with this. Note mentions meeting between Vigil and Journalist at the Weeping Night. I found a note in the basement about talking about that. Okay. The Journalist. So, the Journalist was contacted by the Vigil. That's all we really know. We know that Victor... You found a note that could obvious to meet him. Agents dressed in black. Vitalis Gaz was right. Victor Gaz was right there. It looks like Vitalis left Casa Marches, okay. Mentioned in the note, okay. What do we got up here? We got this fancy heirloom necklace. We got according to the note found, she's no longer in the village. Could this be the woman? Could this woman be Momoma? We got the smithing tomes contain information that will refine Victor's skills. So we had that new thing. I couldn't find my parents in Jova. Well, yeah. Mentioned in the note in the video, it's going to be the location of a group called the Vigil. Okay. I think that's all there. Inventory. We got new things. All of these. Do I have one equipped already? Maybe. I have 354 of these shards. God damn. Okay, so I have these ones equipped currently. They're level 4. And then I have these ones, which it looks like they're exactly the same. I just have a fancy extra one. Yeah, because these two, all these stats are exactly the same. Okay. Neat. Just making sure. And then we've got the heirloom thing. We got that. We have these things. Exploration. We have a new thing. And we have this, which I've completed. I have that. Okay, loadout. I have a defensive gear. I have this thing. While grievously wounded, reduce the stamina cost things. Do I have any passive relics? Nope. Active relics? Nope. Use my items. Okay. Well, cool. Let's go and talk to the smith. God, that's so pretty. Wow. Okay. Monsieur Smith, can we talk? I have, shards. I'm assuming that must be necessary for upgrading shit. I've got a fully upgraded level 4 twin axes. Twaxes, if you won't. Yep. Hello. Oh, I had to go inside, I guess. Fine. Have I been in here? Probably not. There's stuff here. Ooh. Oh, look at that. That's kind of a neat picture. Can't really see it very well, but that's pretty. Okay, there. Oh, a limbic sword. Oh, and okay, a note left by Vitalis concerning a hidden vigil training ground in the Casa Marches. I keep saying marches. I don't know why. Victor, I've always respected your moral objection to martial training. Should you ever change your mind or simply wish to evaluate your handiwork, there exists an inveterate training facility used by generations of vigils right here in Akasa Marshes. You can find the entrance below Monument Hill. Pillars ensure remnants must wield a limbic weapon, counterclockwise from the northeast. Counterclockwise from the northeast. Interesting. And not even like a little like, ooh, update kind of thing. So we got you updated. So he made it back to Jova, and a young man operating the forge in Jova. Can't go any further than that. And there's no information related to that. Okay. And I got a sword. Another one. Okay. Nothing to do here. This is just wide as open. Okay, so hey, what's up?
Thanks for helping us in the tunnel. I left Lieutenant Rue at the outpost. I'll check in on her later. Any luck figuring out how to open the door in the basement? I looked everywhere for the code.
Is that a skateboard? What the hell?
Can you tell me more about yourself?
When I met Vitalis, I was in a very dark place. If it wasn't for him, chances are I'd either be a criminal or dead. Face down in a ditch somewhere. But Vitalis saw something in me. He gave me focus, discipline, and skills. Skills that would one day serve a great purpose.
What are these weapons?
They're called limbic weapons. Vitalis told me that they were intricately tied to this country's history. He taught me how to repair and enhance them. But to do so, I need limbic shards. And Vitalis wouldn't tell me where the shards come from. He kept a small stash hidden behind the red toolbox. Go get it, and I'll show you what I can do.
Red toolbox. Okay.
You know anything about this necklace?
Vitalis has one too, though it's not quite the same. I noticed some of his friends wore similar ones around their necks. They call themselves the Vigil. I think they're made of limbic shards like your weapons, but I'm not sure. The weapons, the necklaces, and the Vigils are all connected somehow. I guess Vitalis left out some lessons.
I was like, man, imagine they call themselves the Vigil. And I was like, excuse me? That's how you pronounce it? That's just how you find out? That'd be really funny.
What is going on with Abbot Jaffer?
When I left to find Vitalis, they kept him in a small house in the center of town, exposing him like that in the open. Captain Voss wants to send a message to whoever remains in Jova. I'll find a way to get him some water when the guard is distracted. It's all I can do for him. Whatever Captain Voss wants from Abbot Jaffer, he won't stop until he gets it.
Any idea what Captain Voss is up to?
My best guess is that he's thieving. Be careful when dealing with Voss. Men like him are unpredictable, which makes Voss very dangerous. I'm only alive because I'm useful to him. Thanks Etheris, too. Otherwise, I'd be dead or Worse, shipped off to a prison camp.
What do you know about the Vigil?
Vitalis told me about the Vigil, but not in detail. Before he left, he promised to explain everything upon his return.
What do you make of this note?
Vitalis never mentioned a journalist. I know where the Weeping Knight is, though. It's in the Vissa Hills. It's a large statue of a Sabinian knight holding another fallen in combat. I'm surprised it's still around, considering it's in the Palamist province. It's nestled under a large weeping willow tree. People often light candles and leave pictures of their loved ones at the foot of the statue.
Do you know the woman in the pictures?
Whoever she is, she seems to be a painful memory. Vitalis became angry whenever I asked about her, and he would shut me out completely. So I dropped it.
Can you tell me more about Vitalis?
Vitalis was haunted by the past and anxious about the future. He was often away, sometimes for months at a time. After seeing the destruction of the war and the creature's sudden appearance, I now understand why he was so preoccupied. We've always been cut off from the rest of the world, even before Girion Yankel's dictatorship. Everyone acts surprised when Sabinians and Palamists rip each other apart. Isolation has terrible consequences on individuals. Imagine what it can do to an entire population. In fact, you don't have to. Look around. There are plenty of examples of such consequences. It's like Hadia is a science experiment gone awry, meant to teach the rest of the world a lesson. After witnessing and hearing of atrocities being committed all over Hadia, it only seems to fill my spirit with dark thoughts. One thought stands out from the rest, though. Whatever these creatures are, we deserve them. I have nothing but good to say about them. They're the first outsiders I ever met. They were very friendly to everyone and very helpful. Lieutenant Rue gave me a few odd jobs here and there. Her men taught me how to play football. I had a blast, as did some of the kids in Jofa. They organized a small tournament, which helped us forget about the political tensions flaring up. I feel sorry for Lieutenant Rue, though. She lost all her men. They were all very close, especially with Rojo and Typhon. I should check in on her soon. My father was Sabinian. I'm a freak occurrence in Hadia. I belong to both worlds. I think the Sabinians got lost in their so-called progressiveness. They seem to have lost touch with their roots. If you go far enough into history, Sabinians were all Palamists at one time. I think it's important to know where you're from. It might humble some of the pride and temper reckless ambitions. Don't tell anyone, but my mom was a Palamist. I attended Mass and participated in some of the rituals. It made my mother happy. But I grew out of it. Now that I think about it, that's when my life took a turn for the worse. Vitalis helped me out of that hole I had dug for myself. However, I would be a liar if I said that my faith didn't play a big part in my recovery. I'm happy to say that I stand in his gaze again. And yes, I admit it. I pray to him at times, especially for Vitalis' safe return. Vitalis had a relapse a while back. I helped him through it. He let a few things slip out, though. It didn't make much sense then, but I started connecting the dots when I crossed the marsh. He spoke of these creatures. He said that they were coming. He called it the Calamity. He said they were the physical manifestation of malevolent human emotions, and war was their doorway into our world. I figured it was the alcohol talking. I sure as hell believe him now.
Okay, well thank you. You can now visit Victor to create and upgrade limbic equipment. You can now travel between areas with the APC. Okay, so there's a toolbox somewhere, you said? Red toolbox, I'm pretty sure. Might as well go take a look for that. If I can figure out where the hell that is. Outside maybe? Let's check the front. Maybe it's inside the house. Because it was, after all, left over by the Victor dude. Vitalis. Oh, that's why there's a skateboard. Because there's a half pipe out here. Okay, that makes sense. Small stash. Did I already pick up the stash? That's the thing. I very easily could have already picked up the stash. Which it feels like I must have already picked up the stash. Okay. Let's go back and see about upgrading stuff, I guess. Craft.
How can I help?
Okay, upgrade a weapon. Victor can improve a weapon using limbic shards, increasing its potency and maximum potential. Victor can currently upgrade weapons to grade 3. Okay, imbue defensive gear. Victor can imbue a defensive gear using limbic shards, increasing its potency, activating blade. Is it the same thing? We relieve limbic consumables using limbic shards. These constructs constructs of old were designed by the Order scholars to combat limbic threat. Much of the art of limbic smithing has been lost to time. If any of the vestiges of these forgotten techniques should be found, Victor can study them to improve his capabilities. Browse Victor's records of all known limbic glyphs, dutifully preserved by the Vigil over generations. Should these glyphs be recovered, they can be inscribed into limbic weapons of a matching sphere to grant unique abilities. Neutral glyphs can be inscribed into all weapons. Okay. Which I think I have one of these things.
Vitalis never told me that we could do this. From now on, I'll be able to convert the shards.
You can infuse shards, okay. Victor can infuse neutral limbic shards with a specific limbic sphere. Okay, do I have any glyphs here? So we have rage, grief, neutral, terror, and ecstasy. Okay, so it looks like this is like upgrading these things, I guess. Which I don't think he can really do. Right? Or, yeah, should these glyphs be recovered, they can be inscribed into a limbic weapon, a matching sphere, to grant unique abilities. Which I only have neutral. Which I guess I could be infusing into a weapon, essentially. Okay, upgrade weapon. This one, I might as well see if I can upgrade this. View possible upgrades. In order to upgrade a weapon to grade 2, it must be attuned to a specific limbic sphere. Weapon's limbic sphere will determine the glyphs it can bear, granting unique weapon abilities. Okay. I want to okay, so now I have to really think about what one I want. I have to try to remember. Okay, so this doesn't do anything to the stats specifically, but it does allow things. And I have way more than enough. Okay, hold on a second. Let me take a look at these glyphs and try to remember what each one of these things kind of does. So what's there's recoil, ambush. Because I need to know, like, there's like a interfere between you and a link, siphoning vitality from its terrified state. Kind of neat. Surges forward, racking all limbic entities with the path thing of blah, making you undetectable to end. Ooh, that's cool. I like that. Okay. What about ecstasy? What does you do? Level and ecstatic pain as you willingly inflict damage upon yourself and share blissful agony in any nearby enemies. Okay. Euphoria, drawing Olympic entities into melee range and stunning them. Is this one seems very like it does like effects to people. Okay. Grief. Tormenting entities, heavily sorrow. Pool of melancholy evaluating entities within grieving pain. You can collapse at will to inflict even greater torments. Suffer waves of great sorrow, losing endurance in the process, but suffering agony will be nearby entities. Okay. You gather discharge around you, overwhelming limbic entities and stunning them. Okay, okay. Forward. Okay, I think I kind of want to go terror. Not only because it's green, but because it sounds kind of fun to do terror. So, upgrade to level 2, please.
Vitalis would be proud.
Okay, and I can go one more because you can upgrade to level 3, which I very easily have enough shards for. There we go. Okay. Imbued defensive, you can go up to grade 2. What were these? Running on damage, increase your stamina recovery, and reduce the damage you take. So is this thing activated? Because I probably should be activating these, right? Because this one sounds like it's not an activate. This has a lingering duration. Let's upgrade this stuff. And let's upgrade this.
Vitalis would be.
Vitalis would be. I'm sure it would be. And weave limbic consumable study. Okay, cool. Well, thank you, Daddy. Very kind of you. From the inventory, load out screen, select your weapon, and use the add glyphs option. Weapon can hold up to 3 glyphs, each unlocking a unique ability. Glyphs can be added to the weapons of grade 2 or higher. Okay. Okay, we got a lot of stuff extra. Okay, I found a note in the basement of Vitalis' home, showed it to Victor. Victor, guys, told me that Vitalis and the Vigils wore similar ones, made the same material as the Olympic weapons. These are kind of things I feel like I already knew. Members of the Vigil wear the same necklaces. Victor was very little about the Vigils by I left. Okay. Olympic shards need to enhance these weapons. Victor says they can enhance them. Medieval weapons emitting limbic energy. There's the hills. It might be at the Weeping Knight statue with a group called the Vigil. We do the basics of smithing. Vissa Hills is where this person is. Vitalis taught him how to repair and enhance the weapons. Not much about the Vigil. He believed there was a connection between my necklace, the weapons, and the Vigil and the Vitalis. I showed him the Vigil note, and he said the Weeping Knight statue is in the Vissa Hills. Okay. People light candles, leave pictures of loved ones of the thing. Vissa Hills, large statue of Sabinian knight holding another in the fallen combat, nestled in a large weeping willow tree. Whoops. And then yeah, future guys through painful memory of. Whoops, I was zooming in. That's not what I wanted. Supposedly there's more here. Oh, and Victor, as a lieutenant. Back to the outpost. Okay. And then inventory. We got new things. I can add glyphs now. Insert a glyph. Guard protection, limbic theft, parry, combo damage. Okay. So it looks like interesting. Combo hit damage 1 to 2 to 3 does a lot of damage, and then 4 does less damage, and then 5 comes back up again. What an interesting way to do it. Oh wow, we can go up to level 12 now. Jeez. Okay, insert a glyph. What do we got? Spawn a pool of pure terror that can have energy that can be activated at will, leaving the seized limbic entities in dreadful pain. In a terrifying burst, you recoil backwards, leaving nearby entities stunned with gripping fear. Use mechanic is tap. Lock on required no. That's nice. Teleport range 5 meters. Duration stun duration 2 seconds. Okay. Cost 190 limbic energy. I said okay. 510 damage. Explosion range 5 meters. Set and trigger. Activated at will. Okay, I see. Limbic energy condenses into a compact sheath, protecting you. And then limbic energy fuses around you, reducing endurance loss when blocking a hit. Okay, so it seems like... This one kind of seems really useful. It's like a good defensive item. This one, I think I might. Why not? And then, because I have so many, why don't we do it? I guess we'll go with this. How do I use them? That is the question that I don't have memory of. So now, remaining damage, blah blah. Okay, lingering duration is 20 seconds, protection bonus 30, endurance bonus is 100,000, damage over 10%. So, are these things, like, just active? I don't remember how these things work. Okay, maybe I look at controls for a second, hold on. Okay. So it looks like left trigger pulls up my limbic abilities. Oh, save. Manual save. And my right trigger does my drone. Right bumper is my heal. And other things. Okay, where am I going? I need to go to Vissa Hills, right? I need to go to Vissa Hills. I don't remember what it looks like. Okay, it might be the Weeping Station, a group called the Vigil, which was in Vissa Hills. Found out how to say it. Okay, so I need to somehow get to Vissa Hills. Where is Vissa Hills? I think I could travel. I said I could travel there. I don't remember. I don't remember how to do that. So maybe let's go take a look around. Let's see what we've got going on, you know? Maybe I can stumble upon Vissa Hill area? I can trade with you, hello. What have you got? What is this? Is this... Oh, let's give items? Who are you?
These are the scumbags that hung the Sabinian family. What a waste of ammunition. They should have let me do it my way. They would have suffered for days.
Oh, I'm sure that they needed that. Everyone is like low riding. Why is there so much midriff showing? What the hell are you guys doing? Okay, Vissa Hills. I don't remember if there was information telling me. I remember counterclockwise from the northeast for like these pillars. I don't know if that's necessarily important information currently, because I would need to find pillars. I need to find like all that whole area and such. Statue. Vissa Hills. There's gotta be there's a map somewhere, right? I have a map. Exploration, right? No. Investigation? Is there a... Well, there's this. Mentions a note. People light candles even there. Vissa Hills. Okay. Could I have like a map? Is there a map? I have a map. Am I just... Am I a fool for not paying attention where I'm... Is there like a control for a map? Show HUD. No. Pause. Okay, so... Surely there's a map somewhere, right? And yeah, okay, so I guess I don't have a map. Or if I do, I don't remember how to actually get there. So... Vissa Hills. Where do I find Vista Hills? I have genuinely no recollection of anywhere where I'm going. Maybe I find an APC and then I can travel with the APC. Maybe I go to that place finally and I can do stuff over there. Actually, that might be a good idea. Why don't I go check out that place? And see. Oh, hello, people. Can I lock on? Yes, I can. Gather your stuff. I should have blocked that. Memory of how to play is sticking better than I expected. So that's good. There's that tree, but that's not really a weeping willow, you know? Have I encountered the Visiplanes before? Am I just like misremembering? Can I get across to that area? I don't remember. I feel like maybe. Yes. So this is the Abbey? Yeah, the Abbey. I can't get in yet. Okay. The pillars must be activated northeast counterclockwise. The Vissa Hills thing. Maybe this is the pillars? It must be activated northeast counterclockwise. Where's the northeast? Is this the puzzle? I feel like this has got to be the puzzle. Starting from the northeast. Where is the northeast? Is this north? Is that north? I guess if the sun sets, is rising? Is it rising or still falling? I don't know. Wait, I have a compass, don't I? Yeah, okay, there we go. So this is the north. Starting from the northeast. Do I make them all the same? Or this guy, oh right, there was information by this guy. He was taking pictures. I think I'm beginning to slowly understand this puzzle, but I still don't think I have enough information. I at least have northeast. Yeah, because these were clues, apparently. Which doesn't help me. Let's travel to the APC and see if I can go to Vissa Hills from there. Because that feels like what I need to do. Travel. Can I travel with you? Can I enter you to travel? Interact. Interact. Okay. That's a code-related thing. Navigation computer. Okay, we have a Vissa Hills right here. And we have the Senator Forest. Okay, let's try going here. cool looking place. Oh, we got skull-shaped rocks, I guess. This place is very nice. I like the orange. You're just kind of here with the upside down with a cross. Not really upside down, it's equal sizes. You got pretty fancy enemies up there. Okay, okay. Let's follow the path. Wow, pretty. We have cool music. We have an angel. Oh, look, it's your legs. Ooh, interesting. Oh god, what are you doing? Interesting. You've activated something. Does it go away? Oh, it's a... You just sent it forwards. I see. Cool. Look at you. Neat. Okay, there's the Weeping Willow, and there's the homoerotic artwork. Neat, neat. Oh, hello? Okay, no, don't need you.
Hey!
Or Personia.
Over here! Are you... with the reinforcements? Wait... let them on the run. They fled. Northeast. Over the hill. Go!
Okay. On this site, in the year 404, the United Reformist forces stood victorious over the Holy Army of Palom. Outnumbered and outmatched, they battled for 3 grueling days. On the last day, these blood-stained hills bore witness to the formation of a new faith, for in their victory the Sabinian faith seized legitimacy at long last. The statue stands in honor of those brave souls who stood up to tyranny and oppression to forge their own path. Neat. Wow, it's just, this game really likes to ride the clothes up and down on people. On the dead and the dying. God damn. It feels like their torsos are really long. Really elongates their torsos. So I'm looking for the journalist, wasn't I? I was looking for the journalist, I was looking for things over here. Reasons. Over the hills. Which hill? Northeast, right, this way. The hills in the northeast. There's an item over there. There is that stuff over there. Let's go over here. Go a little off course. Hello. Several pages of sheet music found in Vissa Hills. Database, Lucillus Dreaming, by author unknown, circa 1750, a traditional Sabinian folk ballad. Oh, cool. If I could read music, I'm sure you could actually, like, play out this song. That's cool. I wonder what instrument you use. I guess it doesn't really matter. You could probably do just about any instrument, as long as you know how to read the music. Okay. What do we hear? We have another one of these guys. Okay. Okay. They're stunning me. Okay, but could you let me get to this guy, please? Yeah, okay, they were just in between him the whole time, so I couldn't really get to them, get to the thing I had to. Ugh. Okay, that was kind of hard, because it was just sitting between the two of them, so the two of them were just able to just beat the shit out of me, and then I couldn't, like, attack them properly, because they were just stuck in between them. Oh, shit. Ah, damn. Okay. I guess let's try these guys again and see if I can actually do anything. And maybe I should try using my guard, my abilities. Summon it. No, summon. Try to him, please. Okay, there we go. There, thank you. Okay, you're almost dead. Let's get you out of the way. Okay, well that went better. I was a little more expecting what's happening. What is that? Interesting. Okay, follow the serpent to begin your ascension. The way will yield the token of the serpent. Okay. Follow the serpent. Probably means follow this, the back of it. I'm so distracted. Am I even going the right way? Am I doing the right things? Like, so much to do. A time loop guardian. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. There is so much happening. So what am I? Hold on a second. Maybe I gather my thoughts and focus. Okay, so what do we got? The Weeping Knight statue. It looks like an ambush was waiting for the vigils at the Weeping Knight statue. Okay, so it said, whoops. The note mentions a meeting between the vigils and the journalist, found on the vein showing of the victor, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so they said to the... shit. Nope. They said I had to go a certain direction. There's this thing, okay. There's that stuff, okay. Performance of a lifetime. Okay, well. Let's go to this now. Check it out. Alley, stop trying to climb the wall. Mine entrance to the northwest like everyone else. Rat. Okay. And then we have a door locked from the other side that I presume I can't get into. I have to approach from underneath, from the mine entrance. We have a person here that mentioned the place.
They fled northeast.
Yeah, northeast over the hill. So... northeast is kind of this way, though. I guess it probably means this. New drone module, surge step. Our unit attaches to the user's back while deploying its power pillars forward for maximum propulsion, assisting usage of accelerated tactical evasive maneuvers. 20 seconds, its cooldown is a minute and a half. Okay, well there's a person here. You the journalist?
Come to finish me off. You coward.
Who are you?
I'd sooner die before I tell you anything. Wait. Wait. Your necklace. Show it to me. Impossible. It's you. Please tell me you're not one of them.
No. I just stole their gear.
It's clever. Oh, there's so much to say. But the curtain falls on me, my son. My boy, stolen from me. I am a vigil, sworn to protect Adea. We failed to stop the calamity. But hope stands before me. Take this. It's called the Keystone of Grief. Promise me. You must continue what we've begun to uncover. Find the journalist. Find Agatha. When you do, use the passcode. Pentos. They won't trust you. Especially dressed like that. I saw them escape into the rocky ridges. To the southwest. Towards the old windmill. I'm sorry. My burden is now yours to carry. Promise me, we'll stop the calamity.
I will. Is Agatha my mother?
Your mother is dead.
I read your psyche val. The military officially diagnosed you as being a high-functioning sociopath. I see why you were so successful. Out of curiosity, what's it like to barely feel anything?
Practical. I never second guess. I have no regrets, no fear, no animosity.
Even towards me?
Even you.
Give it time. I tend to bring out the worst in people. So, could you help me understand something? Your father dies in front of you. Your mother is dead. Why pursue this?
I stared into my father's eyes and saw a man with something I never had.
And what was that?
An undying purpose. I stood in the home I was born in, and it only seemed to fill me with more emptiness. No memories, no feelings. Nothing had changed. In that moment, I felt a connection.
To him?
To Hadia.
Interesting. So, where did you go from there?
Alright. Music swell. Okay, an ancient sculpture depicting a crying eye. It's carved from a strange material obtained from Vitalis in Vista Hills. Right. Another very pretty painting, I'm assuming. It looks like it's a painting. And I'm suddenly here. I buried my father. Okay, that's where I am. A whole shit ton of stuff was updated. I guess let's save. Okay, what do we got? Family. Okay, so this thing has been completed. You know what I found in his secret office led me to him? Vitalis was the blacksmith of Jova. I keep wanting to say Jehovah sometimes. Before he passed, he told me to find Agatha and the journalist. I buried him close to the Weeping Knight statue Sith soldiers killed him. Vitalis was my father, and a member of the Vigil. Old man with a white beard and a purple scarf. He passed away right in front of me. Okay. The journalist escaped at the rocky ridges to the southwest towards the windmill. There's a windmill? Vitalis was part of this organization. Members of the Vigil identify themselves with their necklace. Secret society devoted to protecting Hadia from the calamity. Okay. And then my mother is no longer in Jova. Before passing away, Vitalis said that my mother is dead. Kind of feels like you're never going to find out that she isn't. Given to me by my father before he passed away. Ancient artifact embedded with the symbol of grief. Family legacy. Okay. Journalist. Okay. Agatha, Vitalis saw Agatha and the journalist run towards the windmill and the rocky edges. Okay. It's just repeats of information, but just organized a little differently. And I got this thing and this thing. Okay. Neat. Oh yeah, there's the statue. Cool. A windmill, apparently? Hello. Can't even see it from over here, but okay. Let's go deal with some enemies. Hello. Terrible. Definitely could have been worse, because I've definitely done worse. This isn't a pathway. This is just a simple little canopy. Time loop in the Vista Hills. Definitely can't do shit all about that. Goodbye. I mean, get yourself away from everybody else. Okay, let's try to take interesting. Do you see that effect? That's pretty quick. Okay, there we go. Weapon level up. Hell yeah. Yay, more damage. Okay. So I did that. So I need to look for a windmill, which is over there now that I see it. Hello, windmill. There's that guy down there. Let's go deal with him. Go and murderate a few people. Why not? Clear up the area. Hi, pretty thing. Hi, how you doing? That went so bad. Okay, healing myself. Well, okay, there we go. Terrible. Those long-range guys are hard to deal with when you're fighting them because they can just freely shoot at you, and it's hard to pay attention when they're attacking because the giant blob in front of you is also trying to attack you. Kind of hard to focus on both of them. Hi. Time loop guardian. Nice. So that went a little smoother. It's so interesting. The heal is so much later than you expect. At least you're not a ranged one. This guy. Okay, oh, there's some people down there too. Oh, there's a ranged guy. Ew, ew. Okay. Windmill. I remember hearing about that. Continue to explore while I can. Let's see what areas I actually have available to me. Because I can go up here, which probably leads to the windmill. This is the one thing that's sticking out in my memory, so I might as well head for it. Interesting. Let's go down here. I can save over here. Are you Agatha? Agatha?
I'm a journalist. Article 79 of the Geneva Convention formally states that journalists are protected under international humanitarian law.
Who are you?
I'm Tanya Elva. I'm an independent investigative journalist covering the Civil War.
Vitalis told me the passcode is Pentos. What's your connection to him?
Oh, so we're on the same team then. Vitalis is the source of my story. We met for the first time at the Weeping Knight statue. I don't know much about him. He was taking me to the Vigil headquarters when we got ambushed. It's somewhere in these rocky ridges.
Are you the journalist mentioned in this note?
Yes, I am. In my defense, you are dressed like the enemy. I was just covering my arse.
What do you know about their headquarters?
They call it the Watcher's Nest. To get there, Vitalis said we must follow the path with all the tombstones and obelisks just west of here. Vitalis described the entrance as a doorway etched into solid rock. He mentioned a windmill above it on the cliff. You need 2 keys to open the door. Vitalis gave me one during the ambush. Please, take it. Find Agatha. She has the other one.
Ooh, pretty. Pretty painting. Ornate carved symbol depicting a lit candle and is meant to open the way to the Vigil's hideout in Vissa Hills. Oh god.
Where's Agatha?
We escaped the ambush together and headed into the rocky ridges. The enemy was following us. Agatha and I split up in the path with all the mining carts, and she made sure they followed her. Head back to where the path splits. I went left, and Agatha went right. That was the last time I saw her. I hope she's all right. I won't be joining you. My old injuries are acting up. I will only slow you down. I can see your APC from here. I'll head there and wait for you.
Okay. Cool. Found the journalist. You can see it from here? I can't even see it from here. Wait, no, there it is. Okay, never mind. It was blending in a little too much for me. Okay, cool. Well, with all the mine cards, we went. Oh, excuse me. You went left. This person went forward. You mean, not right? Idiot. Doesn't know directions. Oh, thank God, this is a very protected. Ooh. Oh. Bitch. Oh, hello, sorry. Okay, snatch. Oh shit. Nice. And one more. Bending over. Okay. I want this thing. What is this? Gimme. Basic meal. Okay. It's just a healing item, I'm assuming. What is this? This is a silo. Okay, nothing too fancy. Oh yeah, ooh, pretty. I like the coloring. The loadout tab. Okay, this is this a limbic battery. Okay, just regeneration of limbic energy. Neat. Then we have a way down over here. We have that over there as well. Let's go inside. Let's go downstairs. Why not? I don't know where I'm going. I'm just kind of going places. I'm assuming Agatha is over his way. Oh, there's the rat. This is the mine entrance where the wall was talking about. Where the wall was talking about, yeah. And then that's it. Okay, you could easily climb over that, but I understand video game logic. They had to close it off somehow. Zoom. God damn. Oh god. Let's take the ladder and not just run off a ledge. Okay. Let's see. Do you guys have a thing? No, you don't. No? I'm not entirely sure still what it does. It's doing something. What you doing? You're not hurting me. Well, I'm making sounds like I'm being hurt, so it must be hurting. Agatha. Okay, well, ethnic ID card. Agatha Marin. Agatha's identification card found on a corpse. So, she's Palamus, she's from Yvel, Henya, Hunting Guide, Talju, Jishanya. Of course it's a book, okay. Ornate card on a woman's corpse. On a woman's corpse that looks exactly like the person mentioned on the ID card. I wonder who it is. Who could it possibly fucking be? Death from above. Lifts the user into a dominant altitude. Ooh, hot. That can be leveraged into an aerial assault. Interesting. Okay. So, she's dead. So is my daddy. Very unfortunate. And then, yeah, I guess that's kind of it. I don't have a key to get into the underground mine area, but I did notice when going up the ladder area, there's more area to run around in, so maybe I go check that out. Yeah, see over there, there's a pathway this direction. With all the tombstones. Okay, this is where I'm supposed to go. The obelisk. Okay, this is where I'm supposed to be going. It all makes sense now. Point of no return. Okay. I'm sure there's more area to discover on the other side. Like where like it's behind the tree and such. What's down here? Let's go down here. This is very deja vu, you know? Locked in the side. Oh, hello. You're just... okay. Sure. Makes sense. And, okay, that's also closed. Cool. I like to put these things deep. That shit's deep. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, pretty. Wow. Oh, hello. Work out very well. I kind of fucked it up, but it's over now. That's the important bit. Huda are you da? Husa are you sa? What's up?
Listen, I don't want any trouble. I'm just looking for supplies.
Okay.
Who are you?
The name's Atticus. I escaped the Medini prison camp when the demons attacked. I should have died there. Looks like Setharus had other plans for me. I joined up with some refugees. We have a camp close by. The path to reach it is behind the giant stone serpent. Head north from here. You should find it.
Your eyes are very striking.
These people need me. They're in bad shape. I'm out here scrounging for supplies.
Well. Scrounging for supplies.
Have you seen the destroyed ON vehicles on the road? They're northeast of the Weeping Knight statue. There's a truck that's still in good shape. If only I could find the keys and get it started, I could take these people to my father's farm in Sinedra.
Oh my god, Atticus, duh, you're the guy from the father. Okay, I'm now remembering information.
I think I met your father. He's Ernest Cadell, right?
Yes. He's my father. I'm glad to know he's alive and well. This makes me want to get back home even more.
Did you see a strange door somewhere around here?
I saw a large door carved into the rock. Head back on this path and turn left. Continue on the path, and the door will be on your right. Careful, though. There's a huge demon lurking in front. When I saw it, I turned back real quick. It doesn't look like it, but Hadia was beautiful and peaceful. It changed so quickly. I first noticed it on campus at Los Angeles University. History lessons were modified to suit new narratives. The line drawn in the sand by facts was fading under the waves of Sabinian nationalism. New campus groups and fraternities were formed and engaged in intimidation campaigns against Palamas students. Some of us stood firm, but most ended up leaving. It was so hard for me. My parents had spent their hard-earned money to send me to university. I was the only one in the family who had been given this chance. Deep down, I always believed that it would stop, that people would eventually come to their senses. Then I noticed that this was happening all over the country. By the time my hope had faded, civil war erupted. When the war erupted, I was still in Los Angeles, in the heart of the Lion's Den. I gathered what supplies I had and left for the Astarian-Umbrahan border. I needed to get home, to get to my family. What usually took a few hours on a road trip was turning into a logistical nightmare. Couldn't drive, take the bus, or train. Sabinian soldiers were patrolling back roads, streets, stations, you name it. On the way, I did things. Things I'm not proud of. After months of hiding, looting, stealing, and running, I finally arrived on the outskirts of the Umbrahan border. I sought refuge in a barn. I was exhausted and hungry. The farmer woke me. I was initially terrified, but he was holding a plate of food. He handed it to me and I devoured it. He said he would return with more. He turned out to be a Sabinian farmer, feeding me to buy time until the soldiers showed up. It worked like a charm. That was the last square meal I had. After that, prison scraps if I was lucky. Did you know that the peacekeepers had an outpost in Medini? They stood by and watched Sabinian soldiers rape and murder Palamists in droves. I'll tell you what they did care about. Their medical supplies and food. That's it. If they claim they never saw the Medini prison camp just outside of town, they could sure smell it. I guarantee you that. The stench of death filled the air for kilometers. They had the numbers and equipment to stop what was happening. They just stood there and watched. Let's just say, I don't hold them in high regard. Let me tell you about Sabinians. The guards at the Medini prison camp would sometimes open the camp gates to Sabinian civilians. They would enter the gates of hell to spend a night beating, killing, raping, or any other twisted pleasure they could imagine. These Sabinian civilians wanted to settle old scores. Do you know what their grievances were? A wealthy Palamist who would refuse to give them a job. A farmer who wouldn't lend his tools. A man who had stolen a girlfriend. Petty disputes were settled with crimes against humanity. That's who you're dealing with. I despise them with every fiber of my being. They are my brothers and sisters. Our faith and tragedy bind us. We will overcome this. We must. Now, more than ever. May we all stand in our Lord's gaze. They are not our Lord's doing. He would never unleash such demons upon us, no matter how much we've sinned. This disaster is the work of TR, the great two-headed serpent. You want proof? If they were from Setharis, they would have only attacked the guards back in Medini. Once the strange anomalies appeared, creatures materialized everywhere, out of thin air. It was surreal. The Kata describes a place called the Himalara Fields. TR made the Great Curse, and his demons dwell in that place. I believe those anomalies are doorways between our worlds.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you for the information. We got extra updated informations. Okay, Agatha. Tanya said that Agatha had the other key to unlocking the Watcher's Nest. Tanya and Agatha split up, found her body in the ridges to the southwestern part. I retrieved Agatha's key to the Watcher's Nest. The fatally wounded young woman. Somewhere in the rocky ridges, blah, blah, blah. The path is the tombstones, blah, blah, blah. Need to know what. Okay, all these informations I already know. He was the source of Tanya's story. She's an independent investigative journalist. Vitalis was the source for her story. She was hiding in the rocky ridges, blah, blah, blah. She was the journalist who was guarded by the Vigil. She gave her the keys to the Watcher's Nest. She will make her way to the IPC. Millie's wound with an eye patch covering her right eye, and their headquarters is hidden in the rocky ridges of the Vista Hills. A lot of things that I know, but I read the journalist. Okay. And then we have little Daddy Atticus Cadell. Is helping refugees in a camp beyond the stone serpent's head to the north. Escaped from the Medini prison. He is a son of Ernest Cattle. He is he saw the large door. If it's a hills, bearded young man who looks exhausted. Family legacy. She has a father of Atticus. Well, yeah, we already knew that, but sure. ABC got what? Oh right, anomaly thing. Okay, and then inventory. I've got a couple extra fancies. Got that thing, got this thing. Exploration. Over here, there's this one, the Vista Hills time loop. Still don't know what the hell those are, but... Okay. So, continue this way. Path will be on the right, door will be on the right, and there will be a monster. A big one. Sounds like maybe a little mini boss. Oh, maybe it's just you. None of his mini bossy. Okay, I see what you mean. Ow. Heal off of that, I guess. What the hell are we doing? That's bad. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. That was difficult. I don't have any way to heal myself. Oops. So I don't think I actually have any consumables. Oh wait, I have these. Nice. Okay, let's also get like... What's this? Temporarily reduce rage damage. So here's back to drown cooldowns, not very useful. This to recover stamina, reduce stamina cost temporarily. Sure, it's pretty nice. We'll use one of these. Oh, that is so small. Holy shit, they're tiny. Well, I mean, every little bit helps. Okay, book. Chink. And chink. Ah, look at that. I'm a fool. These are healing things that go over time. Oh well. Well, whatever. A waste is a waste. Ooh, cool. Why am I here again? Is this a training ground or something? Okay, wall grooves. A left note by the Vitalisk concerning the mysteries of the Watcher's Nest found in the entrance. Okay. Vigil members, we must open Pentos' coffin today. No more delays. It's directly beneath this floor. Just go through the hole in the wall. Coffin's mechanism appears to be locked by this riddle. Through his name, his title, the symbol of his order, and the date of inception of his order, shall the path be revealed. We solve it, and we proceed to our next phase. Let's finish this. Through his name, his title, symbol of his order, and date of inception. Okay. That is a lot of information. The Watcher's Nest, the Vigil, founded 1513. Wow, there's a lot of things happening here. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have any relevant items. Oh, there is a lot of stuff here. Okay, we got a flower thing. We got ecstasy suppressor. And we've got
The Umal Caves expeditions yielded two significant revelations. Confirmation that the calamity is real, and the existence of a plan to stop it, the so-called failsafe. We know nothing of this failsafe, nor of the artifact we recovered. All of these tomes, not a shred of information. Whatever machinations the Foal Guard of old had in mind, they were intent on keeping it a secret. I fear it is now lost in the folds of history. It seems to me the artifact may be part of a larger mechanism. Perhaps it is a key of sorts. Does it open another tomb or vault? Are there more such keys? It is clear to me that this artifact, this keystone, is a critical piece of the failsafe enigma. We must continue to pull at this thread until the truth reveals itself.
a recording of Vitalis ruminating on the origin of the purpose of the keystone of grief. Okay. I have another item over here. Let's get the items first.
The revelation that we may have a traitor in our ranks weighs heavily on me. Our vows are sacrosanct. How could one betray the Order at a moment such as this? I harbor a growing suspicion, insidious notion that is slowly taking root. Harrowing, if accurate. It chills me to the bone. I cannot inform the others until I have arrived at certainty without doubt. The risk of exposure is too great. What would she possibly have to gain? I pray that I am mistaken. The consequences would be disastrous. Likely the end of the Vigil as we know it.
A recording of a task contemplating the identity of the Vigil traitor and what it could mean. Sounds like, I mean, from the evidence I've been given so far, it feels like he's talking about the Mother. Okay, Order of the Eye, Full Guard, the Vigil. We have 1512, and we have 1513. Interesting. Deal. Okay. Dios mío. Rosa. Dio Rosa. Rosa Dio. Just got all generators. Okay, let's check out the computer now, I guess. Hi, computer. Watcher's Nest. Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay. November 29th, 1987. The discoveries we came upon within the Umel caves were nothing short of astounding. How those discoveries led us here is truly fortuitous. Never would I have imagined standing in such a hallowed, storied place. Brother Damien was adamant about bringing this dull, dusty cave into the modern age. As much as I begrudge these newfangled computers, I will concede that the work ahead of us is monumental. There are several lifetimes worth of scrolls and manuscripts stored here, and a more efficient method of record keeping will be of great value. I am hopeful that we will find more information about this keystone. Wall grooves. February 27th, 1989. Now that we are properly settled, we are ready to delve headlong into the mysteries of this place. Gildas has set his sights on translating the many instances of ancient texts we have found throughout, and will be concentrating on strange flower-shaped grooves inlaid into the walls. There are 8 such grooves in the entrance hall, each accompanied by a symbol displayed prominently on a wooden shield. I believe these 8 are part of a set. Agatha has a keen eye for iconography. I've asked her to assist me in interpreting the possible meanings of these symbols. Metal shields. 1989, June 2nd. I've recently returned my attention to the set of 3 flower-shaped grooves in the corridor. Each is overlooked by a large metallic aeus bearing a strikingly well-preserved coat of arms. Of these, I can only recognize our own, that of the Vigil. Gildas assures me that he has seen the others before and will attempt to track down their provenance. He will record his findings on the whiteboard. January 30th, 1990. It's clear now that the grooves on both sides of the armor rack are meaningless, and we're done wasting time on them. God. Instead, it's likely the grooves flanking the old banner are part of the solution. Damien has noted the deciphered dates for each side of the whiteboard. April 22nd, 1990. Though countless hours of study, Gildas has managed to piece together a rudimentary translation for the ancient language, through it, we have now discovered that this place was named the Watcher's Nest. A quite fitting moniker, I must say. More importantly, we have translated the text accompanying the 4 flower-shaped grooves in the alcoves adjoining the main room. The texts are simply a collection of names: Alecto, Algia, Dio, and Rosa. Upon further research within the scrolls, we have discovered that these are the names of the past full guard generals, the so-called Wardens of the Eye. What is the significance of their inscriptions here? Every stone uncovered spawns more questions. Burial chamber in January 21st, 1993. 1993, this was on the calendar. This was January on the calendar, right? Yesterday, a rather significant earthquake put our operations on hold. The generators failed and we were thrust into darkness. We are just now getting our infrastructure back online. A section of the wall in the main room has crumbled, revealing a hidden burial chamber. We believe it to be the tomb of Pentos Algia, the founder of the Vigil. Unbelievable that this sealed chamber should be found right under our noses. What good fortune! The chamber is a veritable treasure trove of revelations. Along with the sarcophagus, ornate illustrations adorn the walls. Once the rubble is cleared, we will hoist Gildas down into the chamber, that he may begin to translate the ancient text. This may just lead... My god, this may just be the lead we have been hoping for. Good god. Okay, on the second, the day after, we found our 4 flower-shaped ceramic tokens inside. We found 4 flower-shaped ceramic tokens inside the tomb. Good god. They share a perfect symmetry with the wall grooves, whose purpose has evaded us since we first entered this place. Everything is beginning to fall into place. The tokens are clearly made to be inserted into the grooves. There are 4 tokens and 4 distinct sets of grooves. I believe this mystery must be linked to Algia somehow. Perhaps the grooves represent his life, his accomplishments. I feel we are so very close to the solution. Okay. No updates on information there. Okay. We got more things here, which I have no items for. There's a fancy clothing. Helm and coif, worn by General Pentos Algia, first of the Vigil. Noise. Got a limbic weapon there. It looks like it's maybe broken. It's fancy. It's almost a scimitar. A scimitar. Scimitar. Oliver's person at eternity. Okay, I don't know if I know that number, so... shan't.
The tomes scattered around this hallowed ground speak of Pentos Algia, the first of the Watchers.
Algia.
It was Pentos who recognized that the Calamity would always remain a threat. From the ashes of the derelict Fulguard, he forged a new order to carry on our sacred charge. His foresight and tenacity are the reason the Vigil still exists today. There must be a reason he chose to conceal the existence of the failsafe and the keystone. Truly extraordinary that we should stumble upon his tomb after all these years. I pray it contains the answers we seek.
Neat. Recording left by Vitalis explaining the significance of the recently discovered chamber in the Watcher's Nest. Okay, so... should I descend? Oh god. Okay, sure. Instead of going nicely down that, we'll just fling ourselves. Ooh. Cool, we got artwork, we got things. Okay, let's see, what say you? Left Warden of Ecstasy, the Warden of Vigilance. Right, they got little symbols right there. Otherwise, not very much difference. Rage and loathing. Okay. Grief and amazement. Interesting. Amazement. Terror and admiration. Pentos Algia. I was wondering whether it was Algia or Algia. Turns out it's Algia. Ordained Warden of Grief. 1501. Okay, so he's the Warden of Grief. Oh, we got another Grief one, which means I can open up the doorway. To the doorway of the dark forest of the south. Grief, Zulu, carved on a soil. So I can open up that place now. Ceramic flower, blue tinted ceramic flower with the token of the wooden token flower inlaid in the center, found in the Watcher's Nest Villa. God, it looks very painted. Probably isn't. Or maybe it's painted, but there is a non-painted version. Nothing happens because I have to do stuff upstairs. Okay, so I have an inlay. I've got... oh, well, he's the Warden of Grief. 1501. That doesn't really mean that he necessarily started. I can't go through the solid fabric. Okay. So we got Dio and Rosa over here. We've got these things. 1512 and 1513. We know the full guard or the eye. Okay. There's a lot of information to work with here. So yeah, so there's those things. We've got... So... And this said, Watchers was founded 1513. Okay. We've got the Sigil of Grief over here, which was important. Family Legacy. Vigil believes there are more answers inside Pento's coffin. I found them saying that the wall grooves found in the river pertains to Pentos Algia. Located in the Walking Region. I used the key to open the door. We found it to do. Reverse medieval. Everything. Okay. I need to find. Wait. Is there? You can have paper. A vigil note. Can I read the note itself? Oh, inspect item. Oh, read. Yeah, that just keeps going that thing. Okay. Right, there's more, and then there's here. She helped me find and unlock the Watcher's Nest. Okay. Key items. There was. Is it seriously just this? Yeah, I think it's seriously just that. Inventory. There is this thing. Yes, there we go. Through his name, his title, the symbol of his order, and date of inception of his order, shall the path be revealed. So I need to put the thing into the slots that correspond to this. His symbol of his order, his title, he's the warden of the grief, so we had to put in the grief symbol. His name, we had to find the name where the thing where his name is. We have to put a symbol into the date of his inception of his order, which is 1513, and should open up his coffin, I believe. So let's go with, I guess, do we have to do them in order, or can I just like put one in here? Because I have 4 of them. Okay, cool. So there we go, there's grief. Symbol of his order. He is Order of the Eye? Because he wasn't... Oh, he was the founder of this order? Was 1513 is on the right. It said when he founded it. Burial chamber, was it? He said there was sarcophagus main area. Said that he was somewhere. Said that he was the founder of this, right? Maybe it was this. Generators failed. Section of the founder of the Vigil. Yeah, the Vigil itself. So I have to put it on this one here. And I have to figure out which one is his name over here. Because there's the names of the people. Maybe it's this one. Because this one's like lit up. It has more extra stuff around it. Because over here was Dio and Rosa. And then I'm assuming that, oh, these ones over here are Algia and the other guy. Because there was an extra person. So let's go downstairs, I guess. Let's see if this worked, you know? If not, we'll switch the flower to the other side. Nothing happens. Okay. So then... New Warden of Grief. Yep, 1501. So maybe I've got the sigil. Maybe I've got this incorrect. Let's try remove. Try this one. It doesn't really specify whose names is which. Because then maybe we've got the order wrong. He founded this order, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he was this order. Okay. So maybe it's the order. Maybe he's part of a different order. Maybe I'm misremembering this thing. He does have the full guard symbol, so maybe it's the full guard. He's the founder of an order, but maybe he was actually more part of the full guard. So let's try that, and then we'll switch the name ones, I think, around. Nothing happens. Okay. I'm sure there's more information that I'm not paying attention to, that I've forgotten exists. But this is what my brain is, this is how my brain is working. Okay, now is that better? Nothing happens. Okay. Yeah, because he's kind of got the symbol of that. Pentos, ordained new Warden of Grief. 1501. Yeah, and Grief is on the left there. Yep. So that is the correct symbol. So he's got the symbol of grief. Make sure I've got grief selected. Yep, grief is there. What does this say? Watches as the Vigil, founded 1513, yeah. Which was on the right side of the thing. Yeah. 1513, Order of the Eye, Full Guard Vigil, 1512, 1513. Yeah, so it's on the right side of that. So maybe it's not these things. It's the fact that it's part of the Order of the Eye, and not necessarily his, wait, no, it said his order. He's a full guard, and he founded the Vigil. So maybe that was my mistake, because I'm supposed to be looking for his order, and not like the extras he's part of. Maybe that's the situation. Nothing happens. Okay. Change out his name. I'm assuming this is the name one, because there's nothing else attached to this. It just says his coif and helmet. First of the Vigil. If I don't figure this out right now, then I might just call it quits for now and approach this again next episode. Hopefully with more information or better thoughts. Nothing happens. Okay. Well, I hope you had a good rest of your day. Have a good rest of your day and evening and whatever else you have going on. And I'm going to try to figure this out next time, because it is overtime. And I might as well approach this again another time with new thoughts and a better mindset, maybe. Because So maybe next time I'll have more information to look through, or I'll approach the information differently and like better prepare myself. I don't think that's really got anything in it. A person sticking their butt up in the air and getting stabbed in the back. There's a computer here that has information that I don't know if I can access. Maybe that's how I get more information out of it. But these are things that are going to have to be tried next time. So, hopefully you had fun. Hopefully it was enjoyable. Hopefully you had some entertainment. And hopefully you are intrigued by this, because I certainly am. Hopefully we can figure it out next time. So, yeah, I guess we'll see. Hope you have a good day. And, yeah, have fun. Bye.